Well, hello all my friends, welcome back or welcome to the channel. If you're joining us for the first time, welcome. My name is T and this is my channel, Crumpus T and Sewing. In today's video, I'm going to be giving pattern reviews of the New Look patterns 6437 and 6808, and I'm also going to be giving my fabric review of this beautiful cotton line that was sponsored to me by Minerva. Come check it out. All right, everyone, so I'm going to go ahead and jump right into the video, and I am going to give my review of the skirt pattern first. This is the New Look 6437, which is designed for beginners and advanced beginners. It's a very easy skirt that features pockets, a tie belt. There's also an option to include a lining overlay. You can also do an option where you can actually put trim or lace on top of your skirt. It's just a beautiful, beautiful pattern. You have different length variations as well. The front of the skirt is gathered in. There's two dots on, there's one dot on the left of the skirt front, and there's a second dot on the right side of the skirt front, and I believe they are maybe somewhere between 8 to 9 inches apart, and you're going to actually gather that fabric in. And so there's a little bit of gathering that you're going to be doing up at the front waist of the garment. And then also the waistband, there's a front flat waistband, but in the back you will be putting elastic in the back of the garment. And so it's just a really simple, easy make. That elastic band in the back is going to be your closure. You don't need anything else, no buttons or anything like that. And I really like the fact that it has that front flat waistband because it makes it look like there's, you know, it's not elastic. And so elastic sometimes can be off-putting and it can look unflattering. And so I really like the fact that it has that front flat waistband. I made two garments with this pattern. The first garment that I made is with this beautiful royal blue fabric from Zulu Fabrics. It is a scuba knit fabric, and as far as scuba knits go, this is like the queen of scuba knits. I am serious, guys. This is such a luxurious fabric. It's so soft, smooth, it's drapey. It's not like any other scuba knit that I've ever worked with before. Really, really love this scuba knit. Now, the pattern calls for fabrics such as cottons, cotton poly, chambray, you know, those types of fabrics. And so it's going to be somewhat of a semi-structured dress. However, I chose this drapey scuba knit for the very first project because I wanted to go with a look like that. And so I'm really glad that I chose that. It looks very good. And in terms of like alterations and adjustments, because I made this pattern with a fabric that was not suggested, I did not have to make any alterations or adjustments. For the pattern, in terms of the length of the pattern, it was very long, and so I did have to make an adjustment to the length of the pattern, and I think I shortened it by maybe 3 to 4 inches. And then also for the blue version of this, I did not hem my garments. And so for those of you who have been following me for a long time, you know I am not a fan of hemming. It's just not one of my things. And anytime I have an opportunity where I don't have to hem a garment, I'm not going to do it. And so I got some like thread. So I got some matching thread and I serged the bottom of my dress, and it just blends right in. You can't even see that you can't see the serger thread. So I'm really happy about that as well. Okay, so the second skirt that I made with this particular pattern is this version here, and I'm going to pop the picture here. And the fabric, like I said, was gifted from Minerva, and the fabric is a beautiful floral red and white floral print on a mauve background. Such a gorgeous, gorgeous fabric. When I saw this fabric, it immediately reminded me of fall. And since we are now headed into fall, I am so glad that I have this fabric, and I have had a chance to sew with this fabric, and I was able to get not just a skirt but also a top, and I'll tell you more about the top as well. I just love this skirt, guys. Okay, so the only thing that I did different with this particular version is I shortened the skirt by a little bit more. I think I chose view C for this particular version, and I also lined the garment. Now, because this particular fabric is very thin, it's a cotton lawn fabric, and it's very thin, I would recommend lining this if you decide to get it. However, if you make a duster or a cover up or something like that, you won't need to line the garment. But if you want to make like a skirt or a top, you might need to line the garment depending on what you are intending to wear underneath of the garment. So anyway, that's the second dress that I made with it. It's a beautiful, beautiful dress. And like I said, or skirt, sorry. Like I said, I didn't do any alterations or modifications. All I did was shorten the skirt a bit, and that was it. Okay, so let's talk about the shirt pattern. So this is the 6808. This is also a very easy pattern that is designed for beginners. It has 6 different variations of a top. So there's the boat neckline. So that's versions A and B. And A and B are basically the same version. It's just one has a short cap sleeve and the other has a long sleeve with it looks like it has a cuff on the sleeve. I did not make that version. I made view B, which is the short version that has the cap sleeves. And again, it has a really high boat neckline. And again, you'll see the picture of this right here. I'll pop that in here. And then you have versions D or C, D, or yeah, C, D, and E. And those versions are basically, you can put a band around the neckline for one version, and the other one is like a tie. And then there's also flutter sleeves, and then there's the option to do it with no sleeves as well. So it's a very gorgeous pattern, and this is my second time making it. The first time I made it, it was like maybe 3 or 4 years ago, and I made it out of a challis fabric. This time I decided to try it with the cotton lawn. However, since I had to line the garment, I had to make additional steps. So obviously I omitted the facings that are included with the pattern because I lined the garment. So basically I just cut my front out twice instead of cutting it out once. I cut the back out twice as well. And again, I cut that second piece out because I wanted to line the garment. And then also I cut the sleeves as well. And it features a side zip. So I really like that about the pattern as well, because I don't have to worry about asking somebody to help me get in and out of the garment because my zipper is in the back. So the zipper is on the side, on the left side, and it's really easy to get in and out of the garment. And I really like that about the garment as well. So like I said, this is also fully lined. So if you decide to go with a fabric that needs to be lined, honestly, I would tell you not to go with this particular top, because you will have to, it'll take it from being a beginner pattern to another, an intermediate pattern. And if that's not something that you're looking for, if you're looking for something that's quick and easy, I would tell you to decide on a fabric that would not require for you to line it. So, but that is my review for those two patterns. So I want to talk a little bit more about the fabric real quick. Okay, so this fabric is a 100% cotton lawn fabric, and the width of the fabric is 57 inches. And so I really like that. I've been really gravitating towards fabrics that actually are wider so that I can get more out of my fabrics. This particular fabric was such a dream to work with. It's very lightweight. It's very stable, obviously, but because it's lightweight, you will need to use a 70-10 needle. So you want to make sure that you use needles that are designed for lightweight fabrics. So it is, like I said, very light, but it's very soft in texture. Unfortunately, just like with most cottons, you do have to iron it and make sure that you press it so that you don't have all the wrinkles in the garment. But other than that, I really love this particular fabric. It's, like I said, very soft. It's not so stiff either. So most cottons, they're very stiff. So yeah, I had fun working with this particular fabric, and I'm excited to be able to get a lot of wear out of these garments. Now, I decided to pair this particular garment with these red kitten heels. I really love these kitten heels. I thrifted them from a local thrift shop, and they pretty much go with almost everything in my wardrobe. Anything that has like any kind of red undertone or oranges undertone or anything like that, they pretty much go with a lot of my dresses and things like that. So I'm really happy that I made this purchase, because I think that they look just cute with this particular skirt and top. Now I feel like I have been gravitating more towards matching sets, because I feel like I can get more out of the matching sets, and I'm really happy that I have been able to do that over the last couple of years. I can give you a look at some of the matching sets that I have made so far. And I'll pop the pictures here so you can see what they look like. But I've just been so happy to be able to mix and match my different sets with things throughout my wardrobe. And so that's why I decided to go with a top and a skirt instead of a dress this time. You all know I love me some dresses, but I decided to just go ahead and make this a top in the dress, or a top in the skirt, so that I can get more out of the wardrobe, more out of it, and so that it can be in my wardrobe as a staple as well, so that I can have a skirt and a top in my wardrobe. So I am really glad that I actually made this choice, and I'm happy with the end results as well. So anyway, that is my review of both the pattern and the fabric that I use for this particular project. All right, everyone, thank you so much for tuning in. If you had fun and if you like this video, please make sure that you give me a big thumbs up, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button on your way out if you have not done so already, and hit that notification bell so you can receive notifications of all my videos when I post them. All right, thank you so much for tuning in and lending me your time and your support. I truly do appreciate it. I hope you all have a blessed and happy sewing week. Stay creative, everyone. Bye.